Hello everyone, my name is Sakshi Pawar. I am student of Bristol Institute from batch 22nd. So today's topic for daily task video is pediatric pharmacovigilance. Pharmacovigilance is defined by the World Health Organization as the science and activities relating to the detection, assessment, understanding and prevention of adverse effect or any drug related problems. It is conducted throughout the life cycle of the medicinal product, starting with the first administration in humans and usually ending when the product is no longer marked in any country. Pharmacovigilance is performed on the safety data originating from many different sources and countries. It includes a continuous evaluation of all available global data, which include non-clinical and clinical data, including solicited and spontaneous reports. In addition, data for the special patient population is evaluated. For example, patients with hepatic or renal impairment, pregnant women, children, and elderly. Pharmacovigilance monitors case level and population level data to detect and analyze treatment related risk. The term risk includes any treatment related safety issues such as adverse drug reactions, interactions, medication errors, lack of efficacy, reaction to excipients, lack of compliance, device issues where relevant, or any other concern related to the use of medications. So pharmacovigilance aims to improve the understanding of a known, that is identified, and potential risk and collect any missing or incomplete safety data, which include risk factor for identified risk, further safety data on a potential risk. Identified risks are managed through a variety of risk minimization activities. So historical background of a pediatric pharmacovigilance. It is well known that in terms of drug therapy, children are not small adults. In the past, children were rather often subject to a serious harms caused by the drug, which led to specific measures to improve the safety of a pediatric drug therapy. In 1938, the Food, Drug and Cosmetic Act was signed in the United States following the death of 107 patients, mainly children, who had taken a new liquid form of the oral antibiotic sulfanilamide. The pharmaceutical company had intended to manufacture a special liquid formulation and used diethylene glycol as excipient to obtain an acceptable taste. However, its toxicity, which led to metabolic acidosis, was not taken into account. A few decades later, in the late 1960s, the use of the thalidomide during pregnancy led to babies being born with the malformed limbs. In the US, this led to the Harris amendment to the Food, Drug and Cosmetic Act, and consequently the establishment of a global pharmacovigilance. In late 1990s, the first initiative in the US aimed to improve the availability of medicines for children. In Europe, the European Clinical Trials Directive, which came into force in 2001, included provisions for vulnerable populations, including children, allowing their inclusion into clinical trials. The introduction of these laws in Europe and the United States led to increasing the number of clinical trials in children, particularly with respect to newly licensed medicines. In Europe, pharmaceutical companies are obliged to present a pediatric investigation plan before a new drug is licensed for the adult population, and where applicable, present a scientific rationale for not conducting clinical trials in children. The response of the children to medication differs not only in comparison to adults but also between the pediatric age groups. For example, premature neonates are unable to effectively metabolize and excrete chloramphenicol, leading to toxic plasma level and clinical pictures. Uh, as a gray baby syndrome, child-specific factors including frequent off-label or unlicensed co-medications, limited pharmacokinetic and pharmacodynamic data, development differences in pharmacokinetic and pharmacodynamic, considerable variations due to the lack of pediatric pharmacokinetic data is heightened risk of medication error, may modify the risk of the adverse drug reactions. Risk related to interactions with the co-medications may differ because children may be treated with the different types of co-medications. The identification of pediatric adverse reactions requires awareness of healthcare professionals, parents, and pharmacovigilance experts. The challenges in the detection of pediatric adverse drug reactions include the need to stratify the data by the age